Hi there, I'm Doug. I play 3 roles in this show. I play Luther, Crespel, and Schlemil. And yes, Schlemil really does mean what you think it means. So it's really interesting playing 3 different characters in the course of the same show. The first fellow, Luther, he is the cook for this circus, and his sideline, he's kind of like Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption. He's the guy that can get stuff for you. So that whole scene centers around Luther and his supply of homemade booze, which is fabulous. We're all drinking in between the tents while the circus show is actually going on. The only trick is we're not supposed to make enough noise that the marks can actually hear us over the circus. So, my second character, Crespel, he's the band leader for the circus. So, he is much older, and he's on the run. He and his daughter, Antonia, are running away to try and get away from Hoffmann. And little does he know that Hoffmann has actually joined the circus and is about to meet up with him. Antonia's mother died from a strange disease, which was exacerbated by her singing. And so I'm forever telling Antonia that she is not to sing. And of course, being a teenage girl, late teenage girl, she is forever defying my orders and singing anyway. Third character, Schlemil. So, Schlemil is a really weird one. He has sold his shadow so that he can be with Julieta. And Julieta has dumped him, and he doesn't accept it. So he's hanging around, he's the discarded lover, he's got no shadow, he's really got nothing going for him. In this production, the way we're presenting him, he started out as a barker who was, really quite on top of things. Now he's down to being the guy who shovels out the monkey cages. So, one of the great things about playing 3 characters in the same night is you have to delve into the very depths of each of those characters, or else everybody's going to go, hey, wasn't that the guy I saw a little bit earlier? Part of what helps is the costume and the makeup and everything. Luther is very distinct from the other characters in that he runs around in a dirty apron and a dirty pair of boots, and he's just got one of those singlet kind of vests on, and he's completely covered in tattoos, which we're doing with fake sleeves that have the tattoos marked on them. So from there, you just take the character. Okay, who do I know of, who have I seen, who's around the circus, who's completely covered in body tattoos? Well, that's not that difficult a stretch. Crespel is also not that far of a stretch because of the whole musician thing about him. So the idea, he's the band leader, he's who's organizing the music for this whole thing, but he's got this deep, dark secret, which is that he's on the run. And it's that on-the-runness that kind of defines that character. That being on the run is made him kind of paranoid. And in fact, he's really on the edge for much of his scene. I mean, he's quite worried that at any moment they're going to be found. Or, worse, that Antonia's going to start singing and she's going to hurt herself, or worse, die like her mother did. And Schlemil, I don't know, it's fairly easy to get into that character of, the discarded guy who nobody really wants to have hanging around anymore, except he keeps foisting himself on them, just pick any guy who hangs around that you don't want to see and imitate him. So it's tremendous fun.